Okay, guys, let me give you a quick overview of Activity 6 here. So, first of all, um, the guiding question is, how are resources extracted from the earth? We know that natural resources, the reason why they're considered natural resources is that they naturally come from the earth. They're not man made. And so, in order for us to use those resources, we have to extract them, we have to take them from the earth. Obviously, there are some natural resources that are readily available to us and much easier to get from the earth. Um, Things, like trees and water, air, those things, not that we still need to take care of them. We can't completely um, deplete them without giving them time to replenish, but those are easier for us to extract from the environment than some other things like minerals and um, oil, uh, because we have to typically get those from deep underground. And so, particularly, what we're going to look at in this lesson is how we extract copper from a mineral called malachite. So, the first thing that I'd like you to do uh, is look at this warm up question. Make sure you answer this warm up question. This is a picture of malachite, and this is a picture of copper wire. So there is copper within this mineral called malachite. Um, After you finish this warm up question, um, please read the introduction. If you click here on this link, it will take you to the introduction page, and Mrs. Higley will actually read that portion to you, or you can read it on your own. Regardless, you're going to want to have your lab manual open because you'll need to read your procedure at some point. So, also, as you are reading and working on this lab, make sure that you are also answering these key words. Now, I am not looking for a book definition necessarily. I know that you can Google all of these words and you can get a definition that you could copy and paste into that. I'm not looking for that. What I'm looking for is a working definition, meaning we're working on it. It's not perfect yet. Just what is your understanding currently of these key words or key terms? So, in your own words, just explain what you think each of these mean as you're doing this activity. Okay. Okay. Um, at So this is where we're starting here. We should have slide 1 completely finished after your first day of working on this. And then we're moving on to slide 2, where you're going to prepare for the lab that you're going to do on your second day in class. So, if you're an A student, we're preparing for Wednesday's lab. If you're a B day or a virtual only kid, you are preparing for Thursday's lab. But we need to make sure that we're prepared for it. So this activity is actually split into 2 different parts, Part A and Part B. The first thing that we're going to do in Part A is to remove the copper from malachite. Now, in order to know how to remove the copper from malachite, you need to read the procedure. and you will find the procedure in Lab 8 starting right here. And it goes through and explains what you should be doing. Now, it doesn't matter if you're a hybrid student and you're doing this in class, or if you're a virtual only student, you need to read this. Although what I did do is there is a video here that you could watch as you're reading it. If you are a virtual only student, you will use this video as your lab portion, and you are going to be making the observations from this video. Hybrid students, this video might be very helpful for you to know what you're going to do in the lab if when you're reading the procedures you're feeling kind of confused. Okay, so then on Wednesday, if you're a hybrid A student, or on Thursday, if you're a hybrid B student or virtual only student, we're going to actually be completing the lab. We're going to complete both Part A and Part B. As you go through and complete Part A, you need to make sure and record your observations here in the data table. Okay, so crushed malachite, iron powder, and the sulfuric acid plus malachite. This, I believe, gets you through Part A. And then starting here where it says liquid 1, that is going to start Part B, I believe. Let me double check though. So, oh, I'm sorry, I misspoke. So down here, this is step 8 is the last step in Part A. It says after the liquid has dripped through the filter paper, slide the funnel over cups D and E and record your observations of liquid 1. So liquid 1 right here, this is the end of Part A. Liquid 1 plus the powder, this is going to be the start of Part B of these observations. Again, it is critical that you record your observations in the data table. And then for hybrid A students, your Thursday assignment is to complete the analysis questions here. For the hybrid B and virtual only students, you are going to complete the analysis questions on Friday. I hope that helps you out. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me and ask. Thanks.